Okay, this is the contents of my ammo pouch entry. I think it was entry number 2 for my 90 kilogram or 90 cubic inch Sten 1937 Sten, or sorry, pattern 37 Sten mag pouch. And basically, what we've got is a shelter with emergency sleeping bag. I mean, you can open that up. You can make a full tarp out of that. I think because it's all enclosed, I'd be tending like this gentleman here, wanting to keep my body heat in as close as possible. And the fact there's no drafts, I think, is a real bonus. Latex, TP, heat pack. I put this in, even though it's not a great long-term item. The way I foresee this pack being used is you had to bug out quick. So basically the concept would be is if you happen to work to an hour or in severe cold conditions and you could not make a fire, that you had to actually, if your hands are too cold, I've been at that stage myself, and if you can't actually make a fire, then at least you can pull out your one hand warmer, crack it open, and get your hands warm and functional so that you can build a fire. So that's basically a one-time initial phase use. After that, what we've got is the intent is to be able to make it your own fire. We have the basic lighter, a waterproof can that we can pour some of our foodstuffs into and make some sort of soup. Pretty happy with the fact that I did get a fair amount of emergency rations into here. The other assumption is that you're going to supplement as best as you can with either snaring rabbits or fish. You can snare with that. Taking out small game with this, and basically attempting to use what you have here and supplement it with something else to make some sort of nutritious soup. What we have here is a commodity of tinfoil to be able to cover this and do whatever we want with. I wouldn't try to use tinfoil for any sort of cup or bowl. The thing leaks like a sieve, just from experience. We have some peppermint tea, and we have some caffeinated tea. I'm a big caffeine guy. Frankly, I tried to get coffee in here too, but I just couldn't do it. So the teas bags you can reuse. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more sugar in. I'm a big sugar nut. Pepper, for which you can take any bland food, make something a little more lively. A small package of salt here and a larger package here. Basically some redundancy because this package might break, but I got a lot of salt in there. And then some small Trident and a little sweet candy there. Came out one of the Canadian IMPs that we use when we're going on exercises. So basically survival equipment would be a whistle, a small compass, this flashlight. We have my old multi-tool, which is pretty cool. It's got a lot of different things on it, including a small saw, scissors if you need to be able to do something, a file. It's got a wire cutter on it, and the ability to take things like perhaps this and make a fish hook out of it, which, considering the stiffness of this wire, can actually be done fairly easily. These things are really neat. These are a Russian food pack. Basically, one of these is good for 24 hours. I have more of them. I don't think I can get 3 bricks in here. I was able to get this vanilla energy bar in that will not give you a full day's use. This does, but it tastes horrible. But this, the flavor issue is got to be an issue. If I could have got one of these in and sacrificed some flavor, I could have gotten to 3 days. And as far as I can tell, this is the Russian equivalent of a life raft ration. And then basically the emphasis on experience has been getting some flavorings in, because otherwise you just can't survive on it. Now this composes a lot of my first aid supplies. Hydrogen peroxide you can use for cleaning wounds. You can use it for purifying your water. You can use it as a stimulant. You can use it as a mouthwash. You can use it as a toothpaste. If I had a little bit of baking soda in here as well, that makes actually the best toothpaste available. You can use it to treat a number of different diseases and wounds. It's actually quite cool. When I do the basic write-up, I'll put a link into what you can use food-grade hydrogen peroxide. Do not use the pharmaceutical, because it has stabilizers in it which are toxic. But the food-grade H2O2 is really good stuff to use for any of your antiseptic, cleaning. A mixture of this and some sugar. Obviously I'm going to need some more sugar. You can actually use to make bug dope that will keep them away. I guess that's about it. So basically I have what I believe is everything I need to be able to deal with emergencies. My day-to-day provides this tool. I can do so much with a little bit of wire. I can do a lot with the additional. I think there's about anywhere between 15 and 20 feet of this strand. I mean, as we know, you can pull out the inside strands and use that for stringing as well. So I can run shelters, tie up a suture, do whatever I need to do. The only thing I might try and put in here in addition might be a small fish hook and a sewing needle and a little bit of thread. Even the thread, though, I could pull from the internal strands on that. But this should allow me to make fire, survive comfortably, and have some emergency rations for the first period, and if not the entire period, if I supplement with what I can find locally. And I think the assumption is that once we get this in play, this gets pulled out immediately, the contents get put back into the container and the pouch, and this becomes your water, which is then hung from your belt. So, but the fact, I'm pretty proud of the fact we got it all in one pouch with nothing hanging off the outside, which I think is an important point too, because you don't want something that's too complicated in a bug out situation. You want simply grab it and go. So that's my entry for now. I've got a second entry coming, but I'm really happy getting some use out of these old Sten ammo pouches. Thank you. Bye for now.